money and run. So remember to check out CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions.
A trip now from Montego Bay to Kingston is a very short flight. Very short. Half an hour maybe, or less. So therefore, they really cannot do the altitude thing they normally would do.
Come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
What a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. It is called Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. And my name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? A pleasant good evening to you, and you. Over there, over there, over there. Yes, and over there too. How are you, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Inside the Zone, the community platform where information is guaranteed. How are you all doing? How una do? How are you? The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. I'm so glad they're still with me. What would I do if I didn't have sponsor or sponsors? You wouldn't be hearing me for a long time. It is what it is. Welcome, everybody, to my YouTubers, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, SoundRadio.net, Touch FM Radio 90.1. Yeah, the show is ready to go. 20 minutes after 6 o'clock. We get our praise on with great inspirational music. News Zone, a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. Music Zone, Jazz Music Thursday. Fast Facts. December 1 was being recognized as World AIDS Day. Did you know that? Yeah. Mail Zone this evening. Your emails are my priority, don't forget. 914-600-4228. That's the number to call me. From the subject line in Mail Zone this evening, scammed. 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 Know the facts with Delia Farquharson. We have lots to talk about in that segment. Let's get the show underway. It is December 2. Are you celebrating your birthday today? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, somebody. Happy birthday to you. You, and you, whoever you are. A baby is born. A baby was born today, and one is coming out right now, believe it or not, somewhere in the world. So we welcome life. And also, it is your wedding anniversary. Somebody's excited. It's their wedding anniversary. So I want to say happy anniversary to you, wherever you are, whoever you are. This is Inside the Zone. Don't forget, I'm streaming live on my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone, with Lady D, Denise Gomez. You know, I started using my full name because there's several Lady D's around. You know that? Lady Donna, Lady D, Lady Dolly. So I just say, you know what? Let me just add my name. I have a name. It's on my birth certificate, and I'm very proud of my name. So I started using my name so nobody would get confused, if you catch my drift. So welcome to the show. Let's get our praise on. It's Jazz Music Thursday. Oh, how I love me some jazz. So are you ready? Let's go. Let's get our praise on.
Fighting for us, God is on our side. nuestro lado está, suya es la victoria, ha vencido ya, no nos detendremos, no nos moverá, Cristo estás aquí, lleva nuestras cargas, nos libra del mal, suya es la victoria, ha vencido ya, no nos detendremos, no nos moverá, Cristo estás aquí, viviré, no moriré, por el poder de su nombre, que vive en mí, soy libre al fin, solo en Jesús, viviré, no moriré, su nombre yo levantaré, declaro hoy que sano soy, solo en Jesús. Uy. Dios es por nosotros, vence las tinieblas, su reino establece, no será movido, en su nombre Cristo cae el enemigo, y yo no gritaré, Dios es por nosotros, vence las tinieblas, su reino establece, no será movido, en su nombre Cristo cae el enemigo, y yo no gritaré, Dímelo chino, dímelo padre, el que pelea la batalla con cántico. Hay poder en la sangre de Cristo. Hay poder en la sangre de Cristo. Hay poder en la sangre de Cristo. Hay poder en la sangre de Cristo.
Wouldn't you just like to keep dancing with me? Good evening, everyone. That's my jazz. That's my jazz feature in my gospel segment, of course. We're going to lift our hands and praise, aren't we? Of course we are. 6:29 p.m. Want to say hi to AG. AG just popped into the YouTube channel, and she has been MIA on us for some time. So welcome, AG, talking about Caribbean vibes. Held me. You can go on back. Want to say good evening to everyone tuning in. This evening promises to be good because you're going to make it come alive with me, aren't you? Of course you are. Welcome, everyone. 914-600-4228. This is the show. It's called Inside the Zone with What's My Name? What's My Name? Lady D, Denise Gomez, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. And am I not feeling good this evening? Of course. I'm alive. I don't have to be doing anything spectacular, nothing off the chain. I decide that I'm living one day at a time. I'm only coming around this circle once. And so if you can't contain yourself while I'm popping up, then you're just going to have to shrink. You know what I mean? Yeah. So welcome to you. It's a pleasure having you. I'm ready to get the show on the road. As always, we do have our segment, News Zone, a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. And while we are talking about News Zone, man, oh man, oh man, or news just popping, like, just popping here and there, news of every type, shape, form you can think of, news. Locally and internationally. So welcome everybody, and let me take you to our feature for this afternoon. Alrighty, where are you? Okay, welcome. And also, as you know, COVID-19, as we say, still a keep. So please don't forget to keep wearing your masks and adhering to the protocols in place. Welcome to News Zone.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, December 2, 2021. The Ministry of Housing, Urban Renewal, Environment and Climate Change has announced a $63 million housing program aimed at supporting resilience building efforts across Jamaica. The program will target households affected by climate-related disasters, particularly those living in substandard housing, low-lying areas, or along gully banks and in river courses, as well as informal settlements. $1 million will be allocated to each parliamentarian to relocate, rehabilitate, and regularize housing in their constituencies. Housing Minister Pernell Charles Jr. made the announcement in Parliament on Tuesday.
The ministry will collaborate with MPs. We will provide directions and support for the initiative, and I implore my colleagues on both sides to submit the requested information at the soonest and no later than February 2022. It is my hope that we can be able to assist, if even in a small way, before the next season starts.
Several communities are to benefit from social and behavioral intervention following the award of 14 small grants through the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, Positive Pathways activity. The grants, which total 21 million Jamaican dollars, were awarded under 3 categories: community peace building, social and behavioral science, and positive youth development. The activities will benefit more than 500 parents, caregivers, and youth in 7 communities across 4 parishes. The projects will promote conflict resolution and domestic and community violence reduction, along with teaching life skills, soft and emotional skills, and effective communication. It is endorsed by key stakeholders who see it as a critical tool for creating stronger and more vibrant communities for persons to flourish.
The administration of the grants under this initiative seamlessly aligns within a national strategic goal to reduce youth crime and violence by providing for social investments in more or most vulnerable people and communities.
This is why USAID is pleased to partner with these selected organizations to help catalyze the growth and promote youth development and strengthen citizen security, which in return will provide impactful changes to the community and to society.
The Positive Pathways activity is a 5-year commitment by the people of the United States to work with the Jamaican government, communities, and organizations to reduce violence in 12 vulnerable communities. Cabinet has awarded 3 contracts to undertake important projects in the health sector. This was disclosed by Information Minister Favor Williams at this week's post-cabinet press briefing. They include a $1.69 million contract to Mylan Labs Limited for the procurement of antiretroviral drugs, ARVs, for a period of 12 months.
Cabinet also gave approval for the award of a contract for the supply of clinical chemistry systems for general chemical and immunochemistry for the Cornwall Regional Hospital for a period of 3 years in the amount of US $2,229,521.23, and that contract went to Facey Commodity Limited.
And work is to begin on Phase 2 of the Cornwall Regional Hospital parking lot, as a contract for the provision of material and labor has also been approved. The contract is for a period of 8 months. Cabinet has also given the green light to several contracts for services to the TAJ, Petrojam, and Jamaica Conference Center. HID-CID Limited has been approved to provide motor vehicle consumables to Tax Administration Jamaica for the one-year period 2021 to 2022 at a cost of $598,500. And Mother's Enterprise is tapped to provide canteen concessionaire services for Petrojam Limited for 2 years.
Cabinet gave approval for the award of contract to undertake renovation works at the Jamaica Conference Center located at 14 to 20 Port Royal Street, Kingston, in the amount of $115,088,857, and that contract went to GECO Consultants and Construction Limited.
And finally, Jamaica has received over $2 million in grant funding from the Green Climate Fund, GCF. Environment and Climate Change Minister Pernell Charles Jr. gave the update during Tuesday's sitting of Parliament. He was sharing the outcomes of the recently held COP26 Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, Scotland.
And this funding has been dedicated to strengthening our national agencies to tackle the challenges brought by climate change across sectors, and to develop and implement projects that bring tangible results to our communities.
Minister Charles Jr. says plans are in place to create a climate finance access unit to streamline climate finance management across government. He adds that, as an outcome of the COP26, Jamaica is in line to draw down even more climate adaptation funding and benefit from technical assistance. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Well, hello. Welcome back. That was News Zone, a delayed broadcast of the news courtesy of the Jamaica Information Service. It is a wonderful day here in Lower Westchester County. We're broadcasting out of Mount Vernon, New York. Where are you? Are you in the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Barbados, St. Kitts and Nevis, somewhere, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica? You know, you're somewhere listening. I want to say hello to you because it is always a good day and life is good. So we say, what do we say? What do we say? Ha, ha, ha. We clap our hands and we stomp our feet and say, yup, I'm here today. It's all about favor. 6:38 p.m. right here on Inside the Zone with Lady D. You're tuning in via Touch FM Radio 90.1. Hey, Touch FM crew, I have not heard a word, a peek out of the Touch FM audience for a very long time. I haven't even heard Keith for some time now. I wonder if he's okay. Yeah. Want to say hi to Tony over there at Touch FM. Thanks for always airing the broadcast, Tony. And also want to say hello to Chris Wilby of Caribbean Vibes Radio Network. That's CaribbeanVibesRadio.com rather, and signradio.net. Spice International Gospel Network. That's what that is. Do you know the dial for Linkage Radio? 104.5, 101.7 FM. So if you're moving about and you're having challenges with Wi-Fi, etc., you're perhaps in your motor car or you have your transistor radio, you can just jump on to 104.5, 101.7 FM. Somebody just said, really, Lady D, transistor radio? I don't know. Brain Box will be on soon, I'm sure. Maybe she has homework doing. Want to say hi to Ryan, to AG, and to Pat, my girl Pat, as always. Pat just pop up, you know. Once the broadcast goes up, Pat is ready to go. So want to say hello. It's a good day, and I'm here to keep your company until what time? 8 p.m. Let's get some music going. It is my Jazz Music Thursday. So we're going to be jazzing up on a Thursday. on a Thursday evening. Can you imagine? You're perhaps driving or just home and you're like, oh my God, Lady D, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Music, music, music. I tell you, roots, rock, reggae, R&B, disco, gospel, calypso, and a host of other selections aired right here on this budding and buzzing station. Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7 FM. That's what that's what I'm talking about. Pat says, where's the love? That's the song, Pat. She says, love that jazz medley, Lady D. Thank you, Pat. Of course, you know, each and every Thursday I bring you some facts. However, did you know that December 1, which was yesterday, was recognized as World AIDS Day? We're so trapped with the coronavirus and the variants and life and the stress and so on. But did you remember that there is something called AIDS? Remember? Yes. There are families who have not forgotten. Many have died from AIDS. And people are still promiscuous. A lot of things are happening. And December 1, they had a forum in Jamaica, a breakfast forum yesterday, and I listened to it on one of our major broadcast houses in Jamaica. And it was quite interesting to hear the statistics and the treatments that are available, the affordability. They have instituted a lot of, measures by which people can receive treatment. Many are still not accessing those treatments because they're embarrassed, they're locked away. If it has become public knowledge in their communities, that's another matter. Family find it very difficult to accept the fact that their loved one has that disease. And so there are many things. And I listened and I had to say to myself that when we get the common cold or something, it's a big thing to us. But when someone, which as we know, when someone contracts that disease, if you get treatment right away and so on, your life expectancy can run as long as, you can live long enough. You don't have to die. It doesn't have to be a death sentence right away. So the Ministry of Health and Wellness says it has implemented a raft of measures geared towards ending AIDS in Jamaica. And I just wanted to kind of reel you in a bit, because when we're in our bubble and life is going on fine, we don't remember that somebody over there had this thing or someone died from it. Acting Senior Medical Officer, that's the SMO in the HIV STI TB unit in the ministry, Dr. Alicia Rob Allen informed that of the 32,000 persons, and we're talking about Jamaica, estimated by UNAIDS to be living with HIV in Jamaica, just under 50% of them, that's 15,000, are receiving care at a treatment site. That's a whole lot of people. Of that number, there are persons who are on antiretroviral, the ARV, medication, which is used to ensure that persons who have HIV have a decreased viral load and makes them less susceptible to progressing to AIDS and contracting other illnesses, which would make them more likely succumb. And that's what Dr. Rob Allen said during a JIS think tank on Friday. She explained that once persons are on ARVs, they can live a normal life, while indicating that under the national program, all persons who are living with HIV have access to care and medication. In 2017, we adopted the World Health Organization, WHO, Treat All policy. So anybody who is positive is able to access ARVs at any of our 44 treatment sites. So that's a whole lot of sites they have where people can go and get treatment. The acting SMO further noted that the ministry has expanded its testing by adding self-testing through the National Family Planning Board, the NFPB, at the end of 2020. She added that another modality of prevention, pre-exposure, prophylaxis, has been added to the ministry's offerings. Pre-exposure prophylaxis PrEP allows persons who are at a high risk based on their sexual profile or their sexual behavior to access ARVs to prevent transmission of HIV from their sexual partners. She said, explaining that the latter decreases the possibility of persons who are in relationships with persons who are positive and planning to have children of transmitting HIV to their partner and their unborn child. We have heard of persons, and who have relationships. Nobody's saying they can't have it. I don't know what that experience is like and that exposure is like. But if you have such a life-threatening illness, then you would want to ensure that, one, you continue to use your protection to get your regular medical checks, because that's one of the things. If out of 32,000 people and 15,000 are actively accessing the treatments that are available, that means you have a whole nother number out there who are still busy. And it's lifestyle. These things are born out of lifestyle, and these are how diseases and viruses morph, and they just keep going from one person to the next and so on. We think of Magic Johnson, who is still alive but he has the money and he can get all the treatments. And there are many other people in this world. But I just wanted to remind us that AIDS is still very prevalent, and I am not too sure how we are managing, the sexual activity, because it not just because I hold your hand. We all know that by now. So when was the last time parents who have young adults and teens and so on had a conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation with their children about the diseases? And when you do X, this is what it results in Y. Just to bring them into that awareness, because it's almost like AIDS fell asleep, but it's not asleep. It's still there, and people are still having to go and get their treatments done and so on. So I just wanted to remind us that we have to take care of ourselves the same way we go out to get our oral health, to get our mammograms and our all the other checks that we need to do. And some people just think they should just live until the Lord takes them, and they don't do no medical, no nothing. They just tell you something have to take me out. And the thing might actually take you out for true. But I believe we have to be a little more conscious. People don't go to the dentist. You ever look at some people? They can't smile good because half the teeth drop out, and they just don't access the resources that are available. So it's the same thing with the HIV, AIDS, and all those things. They're there. I have had a friend, it hurt my heart just talking about it, because there was a friend of mine. We grew up in church together, singing together. I used to cut his hair. I was his barber. Oh my God. And years later, he moved away, went to the city, to Mobay and working, and however he contracted it, but eventually took him out. I couldn't even go to see him because after they described what he looked like, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And so he died from that. So I know firsthand. I remember seeing rashes on his skin once when he passed by church. Very happy and bubbly, but I knew he wasn't well. So, you have to use sleep. What they say, use sleep, mark death? Something like that. 6:54 p.m. and the show is called Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. And I'm still here to keep your company until 8 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, guess what comes up at 7 o'clock? And Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority. Scammed out of my wits. Scammed, that's the topic. And of course, We'll be reading that note that was sent to me. Don't forget, if you want to share a story or you know someone who wants to share a story, then please have them email me the name of the show, Inside the Zone nyc@gmail.com. That's Inside the Zone nyc@gmail.com. And let me hear your story. It doesn't have to be a man and woman stuff. I know that's juicy, but that's not all we have to offer. Okay? It can be just about anything that you believe will spark a conversation, bring people into an awareness, of the things that are happening in the lives of people out there. We're not all happy people, We'd like to be, but we're not always happy. 5 minutes to 7 o'clock. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings. That's my sponsor.
When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant. Located at 1802 Nerid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx, we specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Jazz Music Thursday. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Uh-huh. Love me some jazz on a Thursday. Jazz Music Thursday. It is 7 p.m. Take it down, Lady D, take it down. Want to say hi to Colette, to Lurchy. Lurchy, it's so nice having you. I know you're loving the music. Lurchy, could you share the link for me and say, hey, tell them that Sister Denise is on, Lady D. Let them know I'm on. Yes, that's what we do here on Inside of the Zone with the Lady D, Denise Gomez. Welcome, everyone. It is now time for Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority. Let me see what's going on in our mailbox this evening, everybody.
Always brand new. Right from the jump, we had a hunch that we had everything.
Perfect combination.
Love plus you and me.
Perfect combination. Yeah, take it down. Perfect combination. It is time for Mail Zone. I wonder what's in our mailbox right now. Welcome, everyone. It's now time for Mail Zone. Your emails are my priority. I received an email in my mailbox over the Thanksgiving holiday. The caption reads, Scammed Blindly. 914-600-4228. That's our telephone number. I anticipate your full participation this evening. Good day, Lady D. I'm writing to share my most recent experience with scamming. So many people ask how far a person will go to get a green card. And I can honestly say too far. I had a burning desire to come to America. Still, for whatever reason, I refused to pay the non-immigrant visa fee and go to the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica for an interview. So instead, I reached out to a friend I knew who referred a man to me who told me I could get a green card without any problems. He gave me raving reviews of other people's successes. So I decided to go ahead with the arrangement. He told me the green card would cost $10,000 US and gave me all the instructions down to a T. This was from January of this year. After a month had passed and I did not hear from him, I reached out to my friend and asked if he had heard from him. He said he was working on the case and that I would hear something soon. Deep down, I had an uncomfortable feeling. Anyway, I decided to wait. Lady D, I should have suspected that something was off because when I asked my friend if he had any travel plans, because he always had some urgent deals working on, he told me he would be leaving the following day. We never spoke after that. At the beginning of March, I called the man and kept getting a recording. Finally, I could not believe what I was hearing and decided to contact my friend. And guess what? His phone also had a recording. I became suspicious and called his sister. At that time, I heard the shocking news that her brother and his friend were caught with an illegal substance and held at JFK Airport. Lady D, the outcome of my story is that they were both deported back to Jamaica and in legal wrangling, so to speak. All my money went down the drain because they scammed me out of my savings. After all, I deserve what I got. I was too desperate for a green card. Interesting. What's your take on this story? 914-600-4228. Let me hear from you. 5 minutes after 7 o'clock at 7:30 p.m. Delia Farquharson joins me with Know the Facts with Delia Farquharson, and we will be talking about the new variant, for one. We'll also be talking about managing holiday stress and more. 914-600-4228. Scammed because I wanted a green card. Let me hear from you and let's start talking. Who is the first person to call me this evening? Let me go back to some music.
Share a feeling that's so rare, so sweet, just knowing that we are a special pair.
So let me take some comments here from the YouTube channel because, let's see. Andrea B. from Barbados says she should have had bad feelings before giving the money. Lord. Ryan says it's all about the fool and his money. Let me hear from you because this is something else. We know people are scamming people. We know that people try to get green card to come to the United States every day. There was a time when there was a serious racket. Then they got wind of that, so they had to back off. But if you can take up your money, I don't know. Rather than going through the normal process of getting a visa to come to the United States, we would rather pay some quack around the corner to get a green card. Why? Why do we do that? Hello, welcome to Mail Zone. How are you?
Good evening to you, my lady.
Good evening to you, Hope King.
That is no scam whatsoever. That is no scam whatsoever. It's plain truth, fool and it's money.
Mm-hmm.
Scam is when you're blind about what you're getting into. She know what she's getting into. She know that was no immigration officer. She know that was no the USCSI. That's no scam. That's fool and his money.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want too bad in this life and you think you need to pay so bad for, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
That's no scam. That's an easy $10,000 probably. She never work for it. She probably scam it from somebody. So, thief and thief them say God laugh.
I hear you. That's your 2 cents, Ryan. Thank you. Good to hear you, Ryan.
Good.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank
I
you
still
so
need to
much.
question you about the vocation. Don't think and forget.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
That's fine. All righty. Who is next online? Good evening. Welcome.
Welcome, Ms. John.
Hey there, Mr. Hines. It's John. How are you?
Really good, man. The discussion we're having is very, very, very expected.
Mr. Hines, I don't know if you're Mr. Hines. Hold on. Are you on you're on your speaker? It's muffled. I can hardly hear you.
Well, let me call you back.
Okay, not a problem. That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Do we have another call? Yes.
Good evening, Lady B.
Good. My dear heart, Hortense.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. How you doing?
What a no nonsense idiot mongrel mango head. Tell me no, which are they go stay at Jamaica and get good to what they go tell you about green card? Why she take the 10,000, go to embassy, get a visa and get couple months a week and come up here and get the visa and go and come.
But
You have a
Hortense,
place what they call a $10,000.
guess what happened?
US at,
But here the thing,
US at that.
when she said it,
What
because
the mongrel?
so what made it even worse? In my head, I'm saying, but my dear, all of last year we had COVID and something, so nobody wasn't even doing anything. Things were being locked down and something.
That's another thing again. Another thing again. Oh, the money did have on our hands.
I guess
All
so.
mongrel about to play about. I should have go to all India night too. Sure.
All right, ma'am. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, my Hortense.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, his family was here.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me see if there's.
Oh my.
I know it's nonsense. Is there another caller online? Okay, we gotta have to deal with that. 914-600-4228. So you've been hearing, you're hearing some of the responses, aren't you? It's just one of those, as we would say, foolish act. Foolish act. And she sent me a footnote, you know. Oh, Lord. I tell you, never have I heard any such a thing. It's not today we know people try to get green card. And not today. But Lord, man, this one just, you downright say stupid. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Mail Zone.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Ed?
Happy holiday when it comes.
Happy holiday to you too, my Eddie F.
That young lady on the phone, she had an excellent time with Mr. Hines in the evenings. So she's good.
What lady on the phone?
She just came off the line.
Hortense?
Hortense.
Okay, nice. Mm-hmm.
So Lady D, the
Yes,
scamming, is a lot of scamming going on here
Mm-hmm.
because of this Medicaid, Medicare thing.
Mm-hmm.
So ladies and gentlemen, when they call you, they always have a funny sound on the phone line. Do not answer them.
No,
because
but
they have to up to your social and people give them. Next
Well-
thing they end up in problem.
yeah, we know. Yes, I take that. I receive that. Yes, there are people who they get trapped by giving out their personal information, which we should never
Right.
do. Mm-hmm.
Based on what they're hearing.
Yes. But what do you think about this woman now in Jamaica who found $10,000 to give somebody to get a green card? People still do those things.
What
in this
I'd like
day
to
and
say, I
age.
can't say it on the here.
All right, I respect that.
It's been going on a long time, and the women are so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid. You know, they do crazy things to travel to get this thing.
Mm-hmm. Not only
I-
ladies, you know, but yes. Not women alone.
Mental.
Mhm.
Yes.
I agree. All right, Ed. Blessings.
Thanks to my sister. She did everything for me. She filed for me. I didn't have a problem.
You didn't have to do all of that.
Nothing at all. All I do, go to embassy.
That's
Pick
all.
up my things.
And
And they say, when you go to America, do not open it. When it go, they tell you the X-ray now. When you go
Yes.
to America, give them. Then they will ask you, I have it until now, that X-ray. How many years?
and they didn't take it from you.
No.
Mm-hmm. All right, Ed. Blessings.
Okay.
Thank you.
What happened to your co-host?
Who, Chris?
Yeah, he should
Oh,
be on this evening.
No, he's on Monday.
Oh,
Mondays.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to him from when you talk to him.
Will do. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Thank you. Alrighty, that's Eddie F for you. Mm-hmm. 914-600-4228. Let me see what else is going on in the YouTube channel chat room here. Ryan says she didn't work for the money, and he repeated the 10,000 US. Can you imagine? That's just nonsense. Brainbox Jackie says, for real, Ryan, she didn't work for that money. Andrea says, let's just say that she's naive. She not asked anyone no question. That's right. Ryan says, no, if she had to go to a 9-to-5 work here in the U.S., she would not do that. Mm-hmm. Indeed. 914-600-4228. What are your thoughts? $10,000 to get a green card. She loses the $10,000. She still don't get the green card. and the man and his friend get deported. What a mess. Yeah. Indeed, this is what you call chup it down to the core. Want to say good evening to everyone tuning in. It's so nice having you here. Let me do my road call once again very quickly. So there's Brainbox Jackie, Andrea B from Barbados, also Ryan, my king, and there is Lurchy. Call it Lurch, and Pat. I haven't heard from Pat this evening. I guess she's busy and moving around, but so nice to have all of you here keeping my company, in addition to our radio broadcast crew, 104.5, 101.7 FM. So you're out there hearing me wherever you are, 90.1, 88.9, and CaribbeanVibesRadio.com. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez. 16 minutes now after 7 o'clock. Do you have a comment? Let me hear. I just had to get some more jazz in. It is Thursday. Jackie says she could use the money to go to a fancy hotel in Jamaica and chill and drink 2 drinks. Yes, boy. Well, I'm right here chilling, drinking my drink in my mind. Jackie, we could do with some Baileys right now. Good evening to you. Welcome to Mail Zone.
It's me back again. But you know, Lady D, put all the fun and joke aside. I have a snap testimony. You know, when I was in Jamaica working with this company, Sanders, and you probably know Sanders Group.
Yes.
And at the time when that hotel work thing was coming on stream, they were only taking Jamaicans from 2 hotels in Jamaica. Sanders Group and Half Moon, that is out in Montego Bay there.
Mm-hmm.
And I consider myself very blessed, lucky, fortunate, all of the above. I was selected, Lady D. And when I get here to the U.S., people tell me, same $10,000 business. Oh, Ryan, if you want to stay, you can get somebody to marry to you. First thing I tell my sister, I say, you're out of your mind. My job is waiting for me there in Jamaica. Me not married to nobody after no $10,000. You know what that can do? And that is over a couple of years now. And Lady D, it was right there in Mount Vernon. I was in Florida, then I do summer in Florida, and I go Vermont to do winter. And in Vermont, I visit my sister here in the Bronx to a church. Never forget it. I sit in the church, Lady D, and the pastor said one Sunday, who here have a need? Me, you know, me already, me know, so me come America, me have needs, so me put up my hand. The pastor said, and those who come forward, come write the vision and make it plain and leave it at the altar. Me write my entire paycheck, Lady D, the entire paycheck. Okay? I'm still down here. I go back the next Sunday, the pay hit the bank, me to ask me, bring the check book to church, and me write the check. My sister look at me and said, but you know, you really go write the whole check, Ryan? I said, yes. He said, me want my full blessing from the Lord, you know. I mean, I write the check in full, I mean, I bring it, go put it down. Here am I, Lady D. I didn't pay no $10,000 to marry to nobody. When my time was up, after my tenure was up, the government requires certain things for you to get status in the United States. Your taxes, recommendation, police record from Jamaica, plus a job letter from the job that you left from in Jamaica. Plus, you have to show all of the necessary papers and make sure you don't have a police record. Lady D, when I called them, they said, sir, your status expired tonight midnight. Make sure you're in Manhattan to drop that form off at the office. Here, my lady D, I'm now a citizen. I did not pay anybody. I don't know where people get these ideas from. That when you come here, you need to run and hide, and you need to pay people to marry to you, and you need to do all these things. The law of the land is there. And if people go on these websites, the time them their Facebook and all kind of, when you come to America, look for the resources. The resources are here. I don't know what tell people that they need to leave their country, leave their good job, bury themselves here without legal status, and then cry for later. So I can tell nobody, you don't need to pay nobody no $10,000. Go back to your yard, do your right to a job, make the little money from the vacation where you come, and go back home.
Yes, sir. Point taken, sir.
All right.
Thank you. That's Ryan for you. 914-600-4228 at 7:30 p.m. Delia Farquharson joins me with Know the Facts with Delia Farquharson, the new variant. Holiday madness. You know how that goes. Everybody wants to buy what they don't have broke for January. How many people have walked that road? Many of us. So we'll be talking about how you can manage stress and what we really need to do with this variant. You know, you are saying to yourself, at what point will we go back to the normal way of life? But if we do what we need to do, then we'll know. 914-600-4228. Thanks for joining me. I'll be with you until what time? 8 o'clock. Jazz Music Thursday. It is my first Thursday feature of the show, and that's what I do. Sit by the fireside with me. I can make you love me. When was the last time you sat down and listened to some jazz music? You don't know what you're missing. evening. Welcome to Mail Zone.
Yes, good evening, Lady D. This is Owen.
Hey, Owen, how are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. I can hear you have
Fine,
the
thank
radio
you.
on in the back, Owen.
I think
I can hear my voice. A lot going on there.
yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think those people get deported same place in Jamaica. Hello?
You think they get... You know what, Owen?
I think there's a trick to it. They only say that, but they never come on the plane.
You think so?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. You think so?
Right?
Because that's
yeah, they get deported to the same place out there.
Mm. And why you are of that view? That's interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too right.
You don't sound right. Because it's her her sister gave her that information, and she's...
Because they are scammer, you know, so they think before they do the thing, you know.
They map it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she...
Because maybe somebody told her that they get deported back, so they never leave.
So they just gone off with the money.
Right.
Interesting. That's a different angle. Well,
all right.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Owen.
okay.
All right, take it
Yeah.
easy. That's interesting. Wow, 28 minutes after 7 o'clock. Aren't you just enjoying Jazz Music Thursday today? Of course. I do appreciate those of you who have called and participated in this segment that I call Mail Zone. Hello, welcome. How are you?
Again, yes. Can I request?
Eddie, what are you requesting, sir? Let me hear. What's
Search for Louis Armstrong, darling.
Ed,
Louis Armstrong,
I would love
darling.
I would love to accept your request, but I have another segment coming up in a minute.
Okay.
All righty, no problem. But thanks, though. Okay. I wish I could do that for him, but that's not going to work right now. All right, 914-600-4228. Good evening.
Hi, Lady D.
Good evening. Good evening, dear madam. How are you? Mrs. Delia Farkason, it's a good day. Okay. Hold the line. Don't go anywhere. Hold the line. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Let's do this again. How do you do?
I am well, Lady D. Happy holidays to you. I am well. How are you?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yes. We can start singing now. My tree is up. My tree look fabulous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, my tree is up too.
I just have a few more trimmings to put around the house and get in that feel. That's me, you know, it's my time
Me
of the
too.
year.
I like to, I usually start in November listening to the holiday music just to get me in the mood.
That's right. Same here, because I went to Clarendon when I was 7 years old, and I walked into a buzzing community. And Christmas in Clarendon, in my community, was just so wonderful. It trailed me all the way up to my adult years.
No, that's awesome.
Yes.
Memories are made of that.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good, Lady D. Quiet. It was just, the immediate family.
Okay.
Because everybody's scared of the new strain.
Right. Straining away.
So, so yeah, but it was good. How about you? How was yours?
I had a great time with family. I went away, from home, and left the Wednesday, returned to work Monday morning straight. So you must know.
So you sound like you had a good time.
It was awesome. And I saw a few friends that I hadn't seen for a little while. So that was nice too. So we're talking this evening here in Know the Facts. And facts, they are indeed, because global information is at the disposal of everybody who wants it. Access to information for anybody who wants it. Ladies and gentlemen, each and every first Thursday, Daily Farkason joins me, and we discuss topical issues that are practical, relevant to our daily existence. And so,
right, and to our well-being, Lady D.
And
our
to our
mental well-being.
Absolutely. So, the variant. We have this, indeed. The new Omicron variant was identified in November 2021 in Botswana and South Africa. As of December 1, a total of 365 cases had been identified in 27 countries, including the United States. Public health officials are studying the new variant, but it is not yet known whether it poses a greater threat than other variants of COVID-19. The U.S. banned travelers from South Africa and 7 nearby countries out of concern over the new variant. Many other nations have also introduced travel bans. Your take on all of this?
Lady D, I guess it's precautionary. But what we found out today, for example, was that a tourist came from one of those Midwest states, or maybe it was Minnesota, and that person tested positive. for the variant. So and that person spent several days in New York. So it's we can try to hold it at bay, but clearly we're not, right? Clearly we're not. But what is interesting for me about the variant is that of the more than 100 cases identified in South Africa, none of them have developed severe symptoms.
Yes.
So I think that is very encouraging. And South Africa has one of the lowest rates of vaccination. So with them having such a low rate of vaccination and still a small number of cases and still not significant symptoms, that is encouraging for me. So but I think the message, Lady D, is that we should all continue to practice safely.
Yes. Keep I tell people my hands have literally dried out because I'm constantly washing. I'm wiping. Everything is happening at the same time. Do we have a caller? Good evening.
Yes. Hi, Miss Farkas. How are you?
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very, very good.
Wonderful. It's good to hear you. Happy holidays.
Same to you. What I'm concerned about the one in Jarvis Center. A minister went to convention and he had the virus. So I think there's a big problem because those places scare a lot of crowd.
Yeah. And that is why we still need to be practicing safely, right? We still need to be maintaining social distance, not going up among people who you don't really know, and limiting your public participation to some degree because it's still there. And I'm going to tell you, the emergency rooms are filling back up.
Mm-hmm.
They are, not to the same degree, but they are filling back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was on a plane also, so that's a big problem.
Yeah. We need to be practicing safely. We really need to be practicing safely.
Yeah, and there are people who will tell you that, they are not taking vaccine, they're not this, they're not that, but those of us who are fully vaccinated and have taken the booster, they're considering to take the booster and all that just to ensure that, our immune health is in place pretty much.
Yeah. But Lady D, I think that this is the new normal, right? Is that it is going to be among us and with us for a long time.
Yes.
And we just really kind of need to get accustomed to that and don't drop our guards. We cannot afford to drop our guards because if we drop our guards, chances are, some people will get sick. We don't know who might get seriously ill. So let's not take any chances.
That's true. Any other comment, Eddie, before you go?
Yeah, because sometimes when I go like in Mount Vernon, the people have the mask under the nose. It's not working. Why they do that?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because people are dropping their guard.
Yes.
People are dropping their guard, and we can't afford that.
Anyhow, take care. All the best.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes, so everyone, you're encouraged to wear your mask, practice your social distancing, sanitize your hands, do what you need to do. Somebody comes up to you, they pull down the mask and want to talk to you rather than pulling the mask up.
Pulling up the mask, right?
Oh, Lord Jesus. So you have to just do what you have to do. Many of us have to. We are here going through the rigors of trying to manage this thing. So if somebody wants to break the protocol, you're just going to have to say, hey, you need to back up. If you're too close behind me, I'm not feeling comfortable. Or you come up whispering to me behind me. No, we can't. We can't do all of that. So Christmas is a-coming, Delia.
Yes, ma'am.
And shopping and family and traveling. We don't even know about the traveling part, but anyway, and a lot of people are still trying to figure out, who am I going to be treating? What am I going to be doing this Christmas? And start putting themselves in all kinds of debt and all of that. And then, bam, stress comes.
Yep. Well, Lady D, if pandemic hasn't taught us anything, right, is that we don't need more of the material things. How many pretty dresses, how many pretty suits and shoes we had in those closets for the last 18 to 24 months that they have not been worn. We don't need any more of those things, right?
Delia, I had to throw shoes. I wear shoes to church. When I got back home and come out of the car walking into the house, the shoe just fell apart. My toe nearly break, because my foot slide right through the shoes.
Dry rot.
The shoe dry rot. Seriously, 2 pair of shoes I just threw away. So I just told my aunt, there's a room there we have. I'm going to go through it because anything I've not worn for 2 years or stuff, I don't need it then.
No, you don't need it.
I'm
and
just
this is
going
what
to...
I want people to understand.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in debt. Don't put yourself in debt because we don't know what the economic future holds, right? And we clearly know that we don't need any of that. If we have enough toilet paper and enough hand sanitizer and enough food and a shelter, we don't need all of the other things, the trappings, the toys. We're talking about the supply chain being interrupted and how things can't get to where they're supposed to go. No, they can't get to where they're supposed to go because nobody should be buying them anyway.
Yes.
Let's be more conservative, and if you're going to give somebody a gift, spend the time maybe making something that comes from the heart, or writing something, creating something that comes from the heart that you can give to someone, because we realize, no, at least I do, and I'm pretty sure you do to Lady D, that those things don't really matter.
That's right.
When it comes down to it, what are we going to do with all of that?
So stress and your mental, physical, emotional, social health. How do you speak to that?
Well, I mean, Lady D.
Let's take a quick call here, Delia.
Yes, Lady D.
Good evening. Hello. Hello. Continue, Delia.
Yes. So, Lady D, what we know is that some stress can be good, right?
Yes.
But when stress overwhelms your ability to cope, or when stress is causing you to feel anxious or uncomfortable, then that is not good stress. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious or uncomfortable because you're thinking, where am I going to get money to do this? Or who am I going to entertain and treat? And that is putting you through stress, then that is an unnecessary thing that you need to do.
Yes.
Anybody who would want you to provide something for them that puts you into stress or into discomfort, I mean, that cannot be a healthy thing, a healthy relationship.
Yes.
So what we want to do is to be reclaiming our health so that we can sleep properly, we can eat properly, and we can manage the activities of our daily living without feeling overwhelmed or without feeling like, Lord, you're getting a headache.
Yes. And, as we are in the season of our lives, because this is a global season. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening. One question from Ms. Farquharson.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Farquharson, what's your take on credit cards? More than 1, 2, 3, 4.
Listen, credit cards. That if you're using a credit card and you cannot afford to pay off the balance on a monthly basis, then you're living above your means, right? And living above your means will only cause trouble. Now I see where they're having these apps now where you can buy now and pay later. You see, those things are encouraging people to incur debt. And
some people, if they're buying a pack of bubble gum, they use a credit card.
Yeah. No. If you cannot afford it, then don't buy it. That is my rule.
They always end up in stress.
Yeah, because, people are living above their means. So I encourage people to think about it, right? So if you're going to the store and you pick up, 6 items, before you walk straight to the cashier, you walk around the store and talk to yourself about it. Do I really need this? Do I have something that look like it already? And
I would say we need debit card, I believe in debit card, not credit card, because you pay a lot of money.
Right.
End up in trouble. Lose all your house. Anyhow, nice talking to me. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, Eddie, thanks. Okay. 914-600-4228. 914-600-4228. If you'd like to ask Delia a question, she's, right here, ready and waiting, or to have a conversation with her. The line is open to you. Yes, Delia. So people need to, be a little more conscious in terms of how they spend and knowing your limit. All of us should have a limit. We like to push the envelope a lot, but we should have a limit, because while we're spending, we're calculating. And even though the moment might pass, afterwards, we know the bills are going to come and so on. And, January kicks in and then we're all in a panic mode, pretty much.
And that's not, it's not even necessary. It's a day. It passes really quickly. And so there's no need to incur all of this additional debt and stress for a day, right? for a day, because we should really be celebrating each other and conveying our regard and our feeling on a daily basis. That's how we should be living our lives anyway,
Yes.
right? It's really communicating to our loved ones on a daily basis how much they mean to you, how much you love them. And I keep telling people, this is what I say to folks, that love is a verb, it's an action. Love is not words, right? It's not an adjective. It's a verb. So you show me how you love me, right? By the things that you do, the way that you speak to me, by the way that you respond to me. That's how you show people that you love them.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's always good catching up with you and
Yes,
talking
Lady
to
D.
you.
Always my pleasure to talk to you, and it's been a while, so I'm glad to talk with you, Lady D.
Yes.
I want to wish you a happy holiday if I don't talk to you before, although I know I'll be seeing you around. But
Yes,
and
indeed.
to your viewers, to your listeners as well. See, I'm speaking into your future, talking about viewers.
Yes, ma'am, that's coming. Hello.
Oh, yes.
You
see?
speak
See,
it
I
into
know.
being. There you go.
Yeah, so I really just want to say, happy holidays, and for folks to just be measured in how they are exercising life, because
Yes.
guess what? We see inflation is happening in the economy. We see that the price of everything has gone up, right? We look at the price of gas from last year this time to now. We look at the price of milk and energy, and all these other things have gone up. So let's be measured in how we are living our lives. Let's be more mindful and just be a little bit more frugal. So what you have will last a little longer, because you're not being, you're not splurging and being ostentatious.
That's right. Thank you so much, Delia. All the
All right,
best.
Lady D,
Enjoy
you
your
be well.
holiday. Be well. Bye-bye. Alrighty, that's Delia Farquharson right there. And we want to say it's always good catching up with her. What time is it? 7:47 p.m. Oh my, we've been having a good evening. I'm being entertained in the chat room here. DL is there watching me on the sidelines, but he's not, he's out on the veranda somewhere. But good to see you, DL. Blessings to you. And of course, as you know, it is a My Jazz Music Thursday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And don't forget, if you are watching the YouTube channel and you have not subscribed, meaning the word subscribe is right there, you need to just tap the word and the red color will go away. That's all you need to do. And then you'll see a little bell right there. You tap the bell, it says all, and then you tap all. So each time I'm broadcasting, you'll just see me pop up in your device and you're like, oh, Lady D's on. That's what I'd like from you. Let's start building the numbers. I'm at how many people subscribe again? Yes, I need to get the numbers up. Ha. Tap, tap, da, da, da. Yeah. My jazz, my jazz. It is now 7:54 p.m. Inside the Zone, brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. 718-324-7484. Give them a call. Place your order. Say you heard it right here on the show. Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. I thoroughly enjoyed. And I'm sure you did too. What time is it? I got 4 minutes to go. Let's see what we gonna do. So DL requested this one. Lord, I feel like clicking my heels together, swinging my skirt, and kicking my legs. Well, of course, this is none other than Duke Ellington and his orchestra. Take the A Train back in 2018. Remastered, of course. Thanks, DL. Wonderful. 1 minute to the hour of 8 o'clock. So I gotta go. As most of you are aware, I was born in Kingston and raised in Clarendon. Went to Clarendon when I was 7. And when I would walk around my community from, as children, you walk boat. I used to walk boat a lot. Go to my friend them yard and just come back home. You do your chores and stuff, but you're out all day. And then when they finally call us out, sometimes they can't find us. They come out and they say, Denise, and they call us out, my sister Sophie, and they call and they call, and if they can't find us now, they have to come look for us. And when they find us now, they say, dark yourself up, dark yourself home. So I'm gonna dark myself to my yard now. I'm looking forward. You don't have to give the story behind it. I'm looking forward to being back here on Monday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. with the Monday Drive, aired right here on Inside of the Zone with Lady D. Linkage Radio, your hub station, 104.5, 101.7 FM. And, of course, this evening, Touch FM Radio 90.1, signradio.net, and CaribbeanVibesRadio.com right here with us, enjoying a beautiful Thursday evening. As you know, my weekend begins with you this evening, but please, like I intend to do, be safe, protect yourselves and your families, and I'm going to be back here on Monday to do it all over again. Hope you had a wonderful evening. Thanks to my sponsor, Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Yeah. And stop by this evening because the Jerk Center is opened on the opposite side of the street, right there on Wickham and Nereid. So take it easy, everybody. Blessings to my girl Andrea in Barbados, and those of you who are just all over the place, want to bless you up and say thank you for keeping my company here on the show called Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. As always, love yourselves, love your children, and remember in everything you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. A lot of love and blessings, everybody. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm out of here.
You're locked on to the number one radio station. Number one radio station.
They play the best music.
Number one. The best music for your listening pleasure.
There are radio stations within the air, but to this, none can compare. Trying to figure what to think, because now with us, you're fully linked. Stay linked to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.
This station rules the nation.